Webster's definition of silly is having or showing a lack of common sense or judgment, absurd and foolish. In other words, Independence Day is silly. Hi everyone, Vegas Film Critic here, Jeffrey K. Howard. Oh my God, it's just 110 degrees here in Las Vegas, and it just makes watching it, Independence Day Resurgence, even that much more unbearable. Sweating bullets. You don't want to hear about my personal problems. Anyway, let's talk about Independence Day Resurgence. Independence Day, the original, back in 1996, 20 years ago, has a lot of meaning to me. It has a special place for me because that's when I began as a film critic 20 years ago. And that was the major film that kind of launched my career as a critic. And here in Nevada, in Las Vegas specifically, we have the extraterrestrial highway up there in the next county, in Rachel, Nevada, where we have all the next to Area 51. So of course, in Independence Day, Area 51 is a major part of the movie. You know, it's where we all hide out when the aliens are attacking eventually after mankind is nearly destroyed. So they have the extraterrestrial highway. 20th Century Fox came out here. They named it that. There's a pillar out there that has a little a marker on the highway. So I go way back with Independence Day, and I think, in my opinion, it's what I call a perfect movie. It's just perfect. You know, you watch it over and over and over, and you can't find any flaws with it, in my opinion. Same like Back to the Future and The Godfather. They're just called perfect movies. And there were rumors for years that there was going to be a sequel. I mean, for a long time, 20 years it took to get a sequel. There was supposed to be a ground war. I was waiting for it because all those ships crashed, right? So where are all those creatures going to go? Into the streets. And then mankind was going to have kind of like a Battlefront LA or something like that. Battleground, Battlefront, one of those two. But it never happened. I think because Dean Devlin and Roland Emmerich, you know, the director and one of the producers, they had a falling out. So I think Centropolis Entertainment, I think that's what it was. I'm not sure what it was, but we finally have it. And I'm upset to say that the movie doesn't deliver. It literally is a carbon copy of the original film. So it takes place 20 years later in the story. All of a sudden now we've utilized alien technology. Everyone is dressed like they're from Starship Troopers. We have all this incredible technology waiting for the day that this ship comes back, or the aliens come back. And they come back. And this time the ship is as big as North America. One ship as big as North America. We have the same shadows going over the country as, you know, as it approaches. It blows up landmarks all over again. You know, as many times as I've seen Independence Day, I'm saying to myself, my God, this is exactly the same thing. Right down to the cast. We have Jeff Goldblum back, you know, sick of heights, you know, making the one-liners. We have Judd Hirsch back going, where's my son? Where's David? We must find David. Even the teenagers. Remember in the original film, the little sickly boy? It's like they cut out most of that storyline. And so we're going along in Independence Day Resurgence, and all of a sudden there's a teenagers are out of nowhere. Where'd these kids come from? And there's another plot. There's like 7 major mini plots going on in this movie that nothing is focused. Nothing is, it just drives me crazy. It's like, what are we doing? Can't we have something different than we did 20 years ago? It was lazy filmmaking. One spark of hope that I enjoyed in the movie was Brent Spiner is back as Professor Okun. He wakes up from a coma. He doesn't realize he's been asleep for 20 years. He's this eccentric scientist that loves all the alien technology that's going to help, you know, save the Earth. And of course, Will Smith was smart not to come back in this because we have so many characters in this movie. It would take me an hour to list them all, and I don't want to list them all because they're not worth mentioning. And I hate to say that I don't blame the actors. I really don't. You blame the filmmakers and the script. You really do. You can't blame someone for a bad performance if the script was bad to begin with. Of course, they were going to jump at the chance, these young actors, to be in Independence Day Resurgence. It's a huge film. They didn't screen this for critics, and now we know why. The European reviews were coming in before the movie opened, and it was trashing it. And I wanted to like this movie. I really did. But I kept seeing the original almost in every scene that came across the screen, including Vivica J. Fox. I'm like, what? Vivica A. Fox. She was barely in it. I didn't understand. I didn't understand what was going on in this movie. And Liam Hemsworth, I mean, the one-liners from these guys. I mean, they're in the ship doing that kind of bromance kind of thing. Oh, hey, buddy, thanks for showing up. You know, meanwhile, there's carnage going on around them. And they're doing these fake smiles and these one-liners while people are dying around them. And I mean, what's going on with the real Earth? This is what was driving me crazy. The Earth was virtually destroyed 20 years ago, and now it's destroyed again. I mean, we see just the Eiffel Tower existing. You know, I'm not ruining anything, by the way. This is all in the trailer, including, you know, the main creature coming down. I'm not even going to get into that. I'll let you discover that on your own. But all these cities are destroyed again. So I'm trying to think, why can't we see something that's going on with mankind down on the earth, you know? And of course, Bill Pullman is back as the president, and he's the only one that makes any kind of sense. I mean, his character, he's ready there to sacrifice himself and to lead the earth. Oh my God. And this is one bloated mess. Did I read you the definition of silly? Because it's absurd. This movie's absurd. The special effects are just, it's like bigger is not better. I mean, there's 10,000 more ships in the air. There's bigger is not, oh my God. I was just like, I was going crazy. I really was, because I love Independence Day. I think it's, like I said, it's one of the most perfect movies. But you know what? This movie is far from perfect. I'm sorry. One of the worst films of the summer. And I don't say that flippantly, you know? I don't say that to be mean. I'm just telling you what I felt about this movie and how so many different problems with this film. And Roland Emmerich, shame on you. Shame on you for getting our hopes up and giving us the same bloody movie from 20 years ago. Literally. I know it's Independence Day, but come on. Take it in a new direction. Give us a ground war. Those creatures look great. Now with the CGI, they're just not those, you know, the body armor, that, what do they call it? Bio body armor. I was wanting more of that, you know, not still trapped in a room and the little tentacles grabbing someone's throat and communicating through them. Okay, give us an army of them. Please? It's too late. No more Independence Day. Jeff Goldblum, I love you, but good God, what is with this movie? All right, for more reviews and interviews, surf on over to my website, vegasfilmcritic.com. Check me out on social media, Twitter, Facebook. Comment below, what did you think of Independence Day Resurgence? I didn't like it at all. I'm being really nice, too. I'd love to know what you thought. Please subscribe, also share, thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Jeffrey K. Howard in Las Vegas, where it's 110 degrees. Look at this. Yeah, that's making me even more mad about Independence Day Resurgence. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I'll see you next time.